But I will tell you this: after I shooed that cat
Mm.
out of my garden, she hasn't. I don't know what it is. It hasn't come back yet. I'm probably jinxing myself. It'll probably come back in like in the next 10 minutes, but it
It
hasn't been
will.
back since.
While we're recording, I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will.
Hit the damn record and see
Hit
if we
the
can
damn
fix it.
record. See, we record something.
Premiumbeat.com.
Hey, friend.
Welcome to the Unlikely Friends podcast.
Where two friends living abroad talk about race, race relation,
What it means to us, how we feel about it.
and everything in between.
Gossip. Gossip and like what in the world is happening in the world right now.
So, to all of our friends who are listening on Spotify, watching us on YouTube, and following us on Facebook, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit all of the notification bells so that you know when we post a new video. So, ding, ding, baby, ding.
I'm playing with wigs, guys.
You purdy. You are
I've come into
100% purdy. You are
Thank you.
purdy.
I'm trying. We're trying it out because it's fun to try new things, right? And
Yes,
so
ma.
I tried a little braid the other week because I thought, why not give it a whirl? And I got this one in the mail this week, and I said,
It's purdy.
I'm going to try that on.
I
And
like it.
actually, you know what? I bought it for a costume because I'm going to a murder mystery party,
Wait a minute. How
and
many
I
weeks
needed
do you
it.
have for your murder mystery?
I know. Here's the thing. Like it was supposed to be last month, but it never happened. And then it was going to be another week and then it didn't happen. It's just hard because if you have a murder mystery party, then everybody they have to attend because you have a cast and you have a list and you've got a
How come
script and
I'm never
everything.
invited to these things?
Well, you don't know the person that's doing this.
Oh,
If I did it, you would be invited,
oh.
obviously.
I thought this
But
was a Sharon thing because I know
you don't.
Sharon does that.
Oh, yeah. Well, she does them often, or she used to. She hasn't done one in a long time. But yeah, so everybody has to come. And so you have to like coordinate 6 different people's schedules, which is kind of hard to do. And it
Yeah.
snowed and it was just like, well, whatever. Anyway, so I bought it as a costume, but I'm just playing with it for real because why
No, I
not?
like it. I'm here for it.
Why not?
And besides that, you're like you're like my you're like my pocket-sized Mariah Carey. So, you're always cute.
I take that as a compliment, but I've never compared myself to Miss Carey. I Let me tell you something I like about you. This scarf is I'm really digging it. I
Thank
love
you.
a man that can accessorize. I think there's
Thank
something about men need to accessorize more. They just do. Like it always adds a nice thing to an
Thank you.
outfit or like a look. Like they just, you know, put on your t-shirt, cool. Wear your jeans, that's fine. But like when you throw a scarf on there, it looks
Yeah.
like you made an effort,
It looks
like
like
you
you made
thought about what you were going to look like
yeah.
today.
Yeah, what in the world is happening right now because you know what? I am so angry at JD Vance. He one of yours. He's from the Appalachian, so
We do not claim him. Those of us good ones do not claim him
well,
because
he's horrible. He's horrible. He really is. I've
Mhm.
never I've
Mhm.
never I have because Donald Trump, he's a horrible person, but he's just diabolical. I've
Mhm.
never heard such a vocal vice president. Let's put it that way. Most vice presidents are always in the background. They're like, yes, boss, no, boss. He's vocal.
I- It's just so embarrassing, all of it. So embarrassing. And especially after the meeting.
That was not a meeting. That was not a meeting. That was not a meeting. That was an
Yeah.
ambush.
Yeah, and a setup.
That was an ambush. They ambushed that poor man.
Yeah,
It
and it
is
was
such an embarrassment.
so incredibly embarrassing. And to to ask him why he's not wearing a suit. Excuse me. Excuse me.
He's in the middle of a
Who is the
war. How about
man?
you?
Yeah, right. And how about the man walking around with his toddler in a baseball cap? Excuse me. Excuse me.
You don't ask someone why they're not wearing a suit, okay? You
Mm,
do not. And you know what else he said to me? He said, JD Vance said to him, he says, you're being disrespectful. You're not grateful enough to the United States. Do you know how many times that man has thanked the United States
yeah.
for saving his bucket?
Hmm.
Seriously. And then he said that to when he said that to him, I was so angry. I said to myself, how come nobody is intervening on Zelensky's behalf? How come?
Yeah.
Why is
I
he
think,
the only one in that room with those two vultures? Why? It
yeah,
just it was an ambush. It seemed like a setup to me. It did.
in a room full of people
And a room
also.
full of people with cameras. You don't do that in oh God. I felt so bad for him. And they kicked him out of the White House. He was supposed
I
to stay there
know.
for brunch and they kicked him out. They kicked out a president of a country. They kicked him out, Des.
A sovereign nation. Yeah.
Oh man, how disgusting. How disgusting. How disgusting. I'm so sorry,
You
but
know
yuck.
what I've really enjoyed seeing on social media is the are the different videos of the outpourings of people in their town halls and stuff like that. Some There's some
Yeah.
angry people at town halls, and I
Some
really appreciate it.
some angry white folks. Cause as I was telling you before, Desma, I think I told you like 2 or 3 videos ago. A
Mm,
lot of people voted against their own interest because they didn't think that it was going to affect them. They were thinking it's going to affect the brown people, it's going to affect the black people, it's going to affect everybody else except us. And now that they see that, oh snap, this is actually affecting us, not only them, but us too. They're changing their tune. Now they're waking up slowly but surely. You can see a whole lot of clips now on Instagram and TikTok. People talking about, I regret my vote and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, you regret your vote because guess what?
yeah.
He said he was going to do this. It's not like he didn't say he wasn't going to do this. He said he was
Hmm.
going to do
Hmm.
exactly this. He
Yeah.
was going to cut all of these federal jobs. All of these federal jobs are disappearing. And you know who's making money off of this? Elon Musk. Miss Musk is not elected by nobody.
Right.
And she's making all of these decisions. And yes, I use a pronoun she.
So I was reading up about something yesterday. We've talked about like me living in Charleston and how much time I've spent there, and
Hmm.
the history of Charleston and everything. And I often, read news articles and stuff like that, social media from that area, because I'm just, I want to keep up to date in the city that I love so much.
Hmm.
And there's something that I didn't realize about the Geechee Gullah
Mm.
community that after the war finished and everything, people were just getting out of Dodge. They were, running, and they were like, "I didn't do anything wrong. It's not me." So
Yeah.
that left a lot of slaves just kind of like hanging out and like, "Oh, okay, we can't go anywhere." And so there's an island just near Charleston. It's actually in Beaufort. It's called St. Helena Island. Do you know anything
I've
about this
heard of
island?
this. I've heard of this. I think there is a story. Um, there was there was a story connected to it. But go ahead.
So that is where the first African American people owned land in the U.S.
I think we're
Because
talking about we're yeah, it's the same place. Yeah, it was this
yeah,
this documentary
so
about this.
they owned certain places of land, and it has been passed down generation to generation,
Hmm.
and oftentimes without like solid paperwork and titles, unfortunately. But the land belongs to the people because they owned it.
Yeah,
And they've lived there forever. And some lawmakers are finding like little loopholes in
as
order
they
to
do.
sell the land. Yeah, to sell the land and reclaim and like build massive resorts and yada, yada, yada. Like Hilton Head was only 350 people at first, and now it's this massive resort town with like 27 golf clubs, whatever. Um, anyway, so I didn't know. I didn't know that the land that's the first place that people own land, but then also that it's been passed down and it's slowly being taken away from them.
Yeah.
And so there's like a community of people and lawyers that are trying to help people save their communities because it's shared land. I don't think it's not like I own this 2 acres. Maybe it
Hmm.
is, but I think it's a shared kind of property where, it has just been passed down generation to generation. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting, and I didn't know
The
that
government
that
is
land was being taken
actively
away.
the government is actively trying to take this away from them.
No, it's not the government. It's just landowners and like
Oh, okay.
property owners
Okay.
that want to buy it up because it's beautiful. It's beautiful land. It's an island. I mean, it's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
sure.
But it was also not very exciting when they first got it because full of alligators and mosquitoes and like, it's just not it's not great. It's not great land, or it wasn't,
Did you just say skeetos or mosquitoes?
Did I say
You
mosquitoes? I
said
may have.
skeetos. You so country.
It's full of skaters down there. It wasn't good land.
Oh God,
It's
that's
real bad land.
too
But I
funny.
mean, people in Charleston, that's why they had like different areas where they lived. They would go out in the plantations, when it was nice weather. But whenever it got hot, they were like, "Oh hell no, I'm not staying here."
Going
Because
to the island.
yeah, they'd go into the city and stuff where it was cooler and there was more of a breeze, and you don't have skeeters and alligators and everything around. Oh,
I know about this island and I forgot the name of it because I had seen a documentary about this island. But it was years ago. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say.
they're
And I
really trying to
remember
keep
on this,
that.
I remember, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, they're really trying to keep the culture alive there, you
Yeah,
know?
these people, they still speak this Gullah Geechee language.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that was uh, narrating the documentary, she would stop the film and she would narrate. She would make comments that comments that people made. She would make comments on the comments that people made. Let's put it that way. She would make comments on
Mhm.
the comments that people made. They're like, "Oh, why are they talking like that?" and blah blah blah. And she grew up in that area. She's like, "Talking like what?" She says, "This is how we talk." She says, "To me, everything in that film sounded normal." And when I was watching the film, I couldn't understand most of it. I want to say
Mhm.
that I could not understand at least 70 to 75% of that film. I couldn't understand it because I don't speak Gullah Geechee.
But it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful language.
Can you speak
That's what
it?
I was No.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
No, no, but
But there are lots of
well,
white people who
because I didn't
can.
Yes, but here's the thing. The white people that can had nannies.
Oh, okay.
That's why they can.
Okay.
That's why I said no.
I wanted to ask you.
My family couldn't afford to have a nanny.
Oh no. I was going to ask you, did your mother or father or grandmother or grandfather have a nanny? Not a nanny, they called them a
No.
mammy. Did they never had a
No.
mammy?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. They either took care of themselves
Yeah.
or the big sister, big brother kind of they
Okay.
took care of each other.
Okay. You know what made me really, really angry is in that, what was the name of that place in Idaho where they dragged that woman out of the
Yes, the doctor. The doctor.
girl.
The
I said to
doctor.
myself, these white folks in these United States have lost their collective minds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, have lost their collective minds. And I said, I'm going to ask Desma about this.
That was so awful. That was so awful. That was so awful.
You know what
Now, I
surprised me the most?
understand. Well, here's the thing though. I understand as a town hall, it needs to be, your meetings need to be efficient and everybody needs to be able to have a say and it should be a back and forth because we elected the officials, and
Right.
the
It's our right to,
representatives. Absolutely, we can say how we feel. That's absolutely true. Now, what is not nice is being at a town hall and there's a screaming match. Like I understand that. From what I saw, it was not a screaming
no,
match.
it wasn't.
So I didn't see the whole thing. I've only seen clips of it. And it from what I saw, it was not nice.
Nope.
Like they didn't treat her very
Nope.
kindly. So I saw this really silly thing online where you take a deep breath
Okay. Should I do it
and then
now?
you exhale it completely and totally.
Okay.
And when you're finished exhaling,
Yeah.
scream.
You can't.
Try.
All right.
Big, 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 deep. Yep. And then exhale totally, completely, all of your air, everything out. And yes.
Ah!
No, you still had breath
No,
in
I
your
didn't.
system.
No, I
Really?
didn't.
Whoa. Okay. I'll try it. Uh,
All right, let me try it again then. Maybe I did it wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna move my
with
mic.
all the way.
All right, let me move my mic.
Everything completely.
Ah!
No, you had plenty of
I
breath
did
left.
not have any air. What's wrong with you?
You have strong lungs then.
Desma, I'll do it again if you don't believe me.
Every single bit of your breath should be out of your
I know
body.
how to exhale. Thank you very much. Ah! Okay, I can
You're pretty.
scream.
You can. I can't. I just sound like, I don't know, someone squeezed something.
I guess maybe because I'm a singer. I don't know.
It might be.
It
You
might
just
be.
have powerful
Powerful
lungs.
lungs. And to think, when I was born, I was a NICU baby and I only had one developed lung.
My goodness.
Mm,
It worked extra hard to get extra strong.
yeah, I had to work extra hard. Well, I got two lungs now, but when I was born, I only had one.
Mm.
Yeah, let me try that again.
All the way, all the way, all
Ah!
the way. I like how the end of your breath is like
Yeah, because I'm trying to get every little bit out. Because you called me a liar on the interwebs twice.
Mine, my scream is just not. It's not. It doesn't exist. It's like,
I mean, that's not to me. That's not a scream. I
ah.
can make a sound, but it's not a scream.
Yeah, yeah, that was mine. I tried it last night in the bed, and I laughed so hard because it was like I was all by myself. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if somebody was like my neighbor was like, "What in the world? She's in there cracking herself up." And there's something about that. If you have the ability to make yourself laugh really hard, I definitely think that I'm very funny sometimes.
You know what? It could also
Mm.
be a sign of mental health because I do that all the time.
Mental like we're healthy mentally.
No, like as my grandmother would say, going round the bend.
I'm not okay.
Just going round
I'm
the
not
bend.
okay. I'm not okay.
Yeah, she went round the bend.
No, Pam used to make fun of me. Our mutual friend used to make fun of me because I could crack myself up. Oh, or maybe it was Stephanie. I don't know. I've had multiple friends, I think, comment on this. Like I'll make myself laugh so hard that I have to sit. Like if I'm standing up, I have to like sit down because I'm
Really?
laughing too hard. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like I crack myself up so hard that I feel like I'm going to pee, so I need to sit down.
Oh good God. Okay, friend.
Okay, friend. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah. So, to all of our friends who are listening on Spotify, watching us on YouTube, and following us on Facebook, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit all of the notification bells so that you know when we post a new video. So, ding, ding, baby. Ding, ding.
Ding ding. This is giving me a different personality today. I like it.
Absolutely. I'm here for it.
Thanks for listening. I'm so happy to talk to you today and catch up.
Yes, it was
And
nice. It was nice to
hope you
see
guys
you
have a
again.
wonderful day.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Deuces. Can you turn your light up, by the way? Is that as bright as it goes? I've seen you brighter before. Bring it closer. Can you bring it a little bit closer?
Because you're going Can you Yes, I can. Welcome to the Unlikely Friends podcast. I am well lit. I did not know that.
Now you know.
I am 45 years old and I never knew that.
Now you know.
Okay. The more you know.
The more you know. And to that, I say, okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I had to learn that
Oh,
on.
Jesus.
So okay, so English is we need to speak it in business and we need
Yeah,
all
it's
that
only the
jazz.
official
So
language for commerce and education. You can speak Spanish to your Spanish friends on the street, and nobody can say anything to you. If someone says to you, "Speak English," it's the official language now. You say, "Yeah." In commerce and education, kindly fuck off. Thank you.